What up, man?
Man, what's going on with you? You know,
Man, all is well, man. How's everything on your end?
everything's good, moving. You know, what I'm saying, we get into the bag, get into the money.
Right.
You know, same old.
Right. How's the DJ world? How's it going?
Right now it's steady.
Steady?
You know, yeah, it could be better, but it's steady. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to back away actually from just only DJing right now. I'm trying to focus on different lanes, like dropping records and stuff like that. You know, like we was working on a while back. You know when I came here actually and recorded some of my songs.
Right.
Or one of them at least. But I'm just, the DJ world is fine. It's cool. I've been doing it for a minute now. It's steady.
Right.
I don't gotta worry about not being booked.
Right.
But I am working on other stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, do you feel like DJs have to be artists now, or is that something that like, you know, like Khaled or like Drama like kind of just put out there and it's like, oh, I can do that, or is it, or you feel like it's necessary?
DJs don't have to be artists.
Right.
Essentially, they are artists because they're performing. You know,
right,
every
for
night
sure.
they're DJing, but they don't have to be artists where they're dropping their music like that. They don't have to be.
Right.
I don't encourage DJs to just start doing that just because Khaled's doing it or they see somebody else doing it. Do it if it makes sense. You know, if you have a creative ear and you know how to put things together, like music outside of, because like I know Nick. I can't curse, can I?
No, you curse.
Oh shoot. Okay, my fault. I know people that DJ. They know how to DJ, but just because you know how to DJ doesn't mean you know how to put a song together.
Right.
You know what I mean? That song, like that is a different type of element.
Right.
So like, just because you see Khaled doing it or DJ's doing it, that don't mean everybody can do that.
Right.
You know, I don't think every DJ should do that. I think you do whatever makes sense for your brand. Do whatever makes sense for your brand. If that's to be the best DJ, then let it be that.
Right.
But you ain't gotta be Khaled. Everybody don't have to be Khaled. That's you know.
Right. And what Khaled's doing, do you hear the art in what he's doing as far as when he's selecting artists? Like, cause I always wonder like what type of mind goes into that. Cause you know producers do it too, but a lot of them not as successful as Khaled. You know what I mean?
Personally, I feel like Khaled. I'm not sure what his creative process is, but I don't feel like he does a lot of that. Right. Based on the music, I feel like he's just putting like some of the hardest artists together. Right. Sometimes the songs are good. I mean, most of this stuff is pretty decent.
Right.
But I just can't say like, oh my God, it's a perfect match for a song. Like, you know, I think he's just using his network to his advantage and putting people together. You know what I'm saying? That's what Khaled's got going on. I don't think it's more so like mind-boggling. Like, who can I put on this song? What's gonna sound best? I'm sure he's doing some of that, but it's not tailored by. It's just more kind of like industry.
Right, I think it was when he first came in.
Maybe when he first came in, he started like, you know, with the Ace Hood and certain type of sound he put with certain artists. But now it's just kind of like, whatever's hot, get the hottest artists on.
Right, Drake got a whole song.
Yeah.
Come out with Khaled.
You know.
Niggas weren't doing that at least when he first came in.
Yeah, so.
Well, so what about like what you're doing now is going to be like just different just from what's out, period, as far as from DJ to DJ artist?
Like what I'm doing now is what's going to be different from?
Like just from what other DJs are doing, like Khaled, Drama, like that. Like what's gonna be your approach to separate you?
Like I feel like my approach is gonna be like more like I'm gonna cater to a different crowd. Like I like pop music, right? You know what I'm saying? I like you know, international type stuff, right? So I'm not gonna. Oh, I need to come a little closer.
No, you good. I just don't know how far it is.
Sinking, honestly. It started sinking. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, bro, you done gave me the flip-flop chair now. Damn. It just started sinking. I'm like, what's going on?
I didn't know that. My bad.
It's all good. Yeah, I feel like I'm your height now, at least. I feel like I'm looking up to him, man. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm just gonna take a different approach with the sound.
Right. Okay.
You know, I mean, Drama and Khaled, they kind of stay in the hip hop R&B lane. more hip hop, really. Honestly, I haven't heard too many R&B like Khaled songs.
Right.
But I'm kind of leaning to that. Like I like R&B. I like pop music. I like Afrobeat.
Right.
I want to lean into that production.
Gotcha.
That lane more so than just sitting in the hip hop. So that alone is gonna make it different a little bit.
Right.
Now I know there's a lot of other DJs that do international stuff.
Right.
You know, there's even like Afrobeat artists like I can't think of the guy's name right now, but it's not like I'm doing something that's like never happened before.
Right.
I'm just in the hip hop lane, you know, gonna try a different sound. You know what I mean? That's
right.
You know, I think that's gonna make me stand out on top of just, you know, how I do it, how I'm gonna present it. You know?
Right.
I think I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not gonna be screaming on the mics, you know,
right.
tracks. I'm gonna do it.
Wave.
I'm gonna do it a certain way and to make it like me.
Right.
You know.
So, you know, I got questions that, you know, that pertain to the back story of the industry, not story, but just the business side of the industry.
Okay.
So, obviously, I feel like DJs are a key player in just the whole music industry in itself. But do you feel like artists still value the DJ, being that there's a Spotify and there's, you know, all these avenues to just release music? Do you still feel like artists still value the DJ?
I feel like to a certain extent, it's still a thing. Yeah, my phone's going crazy. I think it's a hard question because people still know they need a DJ.
Right.
But they use these other outlets as ways to like kind of like go around paying for DJs or paying for certain services.
Right.
Because back in the day, DJs had services that other people didn't have.
Right.
And now because they have all these playlists and stuff and all this, you know, stuff online, it's kind of like, why do you need a DJ? You know?
Right.
I think the main thing is you just gotta have value. Like as a DJ, you have to create value for an artist to be like, okay, I'm going to rock with him,
right?
Or I'm going to listen to him, or I'm going to pay him to play my song, or anything in general,
right?
Like you have to just create value,
right? No, for sure. Because
all this other stuff's gonna outbeat you. I mean, you can't beat Spotify. I can't beat Spotify. I mean, Spotify
right.
is huge.
Right.
Somebody in Thailand can listen to the song, you know what I mean, on Spotify, but they can't come hear me DJ unless they fly out to America or something, you know, or
right.
So it's just kind of like you're trying to beat that. Is like what I would be like, it'd be like rude of me to even say like artists shouldn't try to like make it make sense for themselves financially. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like go to Spotify and try to get a placement because that's what the world is right now.
Right.
But if you're a DJ and you create value with your brand, then you could become an asset into a world that doesn't exactly need you right now. Right. Now they need them for the party. They need us for the party.
That's what I'm about to say. So why does an artist need a DJ? Like if you was to tell an artist like this is why you need a DJ.
I mean, if I was telling artists you need a DJ, you know, to help, you know, get your music out there. Right. But again, it's about value. Because just because you have a DJ, that if he's not moving around, if he's not in the club, if he's not helping you push your music, well, you don't need him. Right. I mean, I'm being real. Like, you know, okay, just to say I don't want to be that person that says, oh, you need a DJ just because you need a DJ. Right. Well, if your DJ doesn't have any value, it's like, if he's not DJing anywhere, if he's just your DJ, how's he helping you break your music out there? Right. No. I mean, what's he doing? Like, you know what I mean? Right. Like, DJs are supposed to be able to play, you know, your music. Right. And DJs get a lot of artists different opportunities too because they be on whatever festivals or whatever shows. Like, so if your DJ's a popping DJ and he's lit, he's going on tours, right? He's doing festivals. Yeah, you need him on your team because he's gonna play your music in areas and places and get you lit faster. Right. It's a little cheer, but you know. But if he's not, then it's like, right. What is he doing for you? I feel that. I mean, once the artist gets super lit, then you might need a DJ to go on tour with you. Right. Yeah. But like at that point, you can get anybody to just play your songs as long as they're you know, you go to your practices and y'all know how to sing. You can have anybody sync up and do that. You know, I'm not trying to belittle the DJ because I am a DJ, right? Right, no, for sure. But I'm just being real about it. It's kind of like, you know, hey, the world of DJ is different now than when I came in it.
Right.
And I have to accept it and roll with the punches. You can't be sitting here trying to still kick the same door. Like, it's not going to open, bro. Just make your own door, my G.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but so artists, how does an artist even get to a DJ? You know what I mean? Because they may feel like some DJs are standoffish or whatever. So it's like, when is the right time for an artist to even try to deal with a DJ? And there's two questions. When is the right time for artists to try to deal with a DJ as far as like to have them just on their team?
Yeah.
And then when is the right time for artists to approach a DJ? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times that happens in the club, when, you know, and I can understand, like, if you're in the middle or something, it can be kind of distracting. So like, you know, a DJ that's working, you know, in general, like, if they're working, then you got to respect that. Right.
So, like, as an artist, it's like, okay, I'm not going to come and bombard this guy while he's working about what I'm trying to do, you know, while he's working.
Right.
The best thing you can do is just be, what's the word? Persistent.
Right.
If you pull up to the club to the same DJ 5 times, he's going to mess with you.
Okay.
It's like, yo, if I'm keep seeing this guy, he's showing love every time I see him.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's buying me a drink every time I see him.
Right.
He's got good vibes. He's not standing over me blowing weed in my face while I'm trying to DJ. You know what I mean? He's not doing clumsy stuff, spilling shit everywhere while he's standing next to me. But he's pulling up every time, showing love.
Right.
You know what I mean? Eventually, I'm going to rock with you. Like, yo, bro, what's good? Like, who are you? Like, what? Right. You know what I mean? Even
like, I want to hear your music.
Yeah, even if he tells me he's an artist the first time, I'd be like, okay, cool. Then the second time he says, yeah, man, I'm an artist, you know, but he's not pushy.
Right.
He's just supporting what I'm doing.
Right.
I feel like at that point, like once I done seen you 5 times, you're supporting me like this. I'm like, okay, what's up with you, bro? Like, let me hear your shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a way you do. Being persistent is the key to, like, you know, locking in with a DJ.
Right.
You can't just go to the club one day, hand him $100, and think he's gonna be your best friend. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be persistent, because I see so many people a day DJing. That $100 could have been 5 times. 5 artists could have came to me and gave me $100.
Right.
5 different ones, and you're the 6th.
Right.
Talking about, oh, he don't fuck with me. Well, bro, I don't even remember you. It's like 6 people that came up here and got this song played.
Right. And then now they think you a jerk.
Yeah, and now they think I'm a jerk.
They got a fuck you record coming out soon.
Yeah, but it's like, be persistent and be humble about how you approach the DJ, because they're performing just like you are.
Right.
You know, so.
So what DJs, are you a part of a collective or anything like that? Because I know I be seeing like the coalition DJs, the Hitman. Like, what's the value in like DJs even like getting together on something like that?
Well, to answer the first question, yes, I am part of a coalition, or not. It's not a coalition; it's a collective.
Right.
It's Team Titan DJs. I'm the president of Team Titan DJs.
Oh, that's dope.
It's about 30 DJs. You came out last night. Those are all DJs.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
All DJs.
Oh, that's hard.
Came out to my birthday last night. So, how important it is how it was yesterday. Because, like, it's important to be around people that have the same, understand, you know, the same,
right.
You know, what you're trying to do. And, you know, that's important. Like, it's so many important ways of why, like, it's good to be a part of a DJ team.
Right.
You know, one of them is support, right? DJs need support from other people that are doing what they're doing. It's just like how anybody else wants to do like a course or a class, or you want to learn how to do Turo or something. Right. You go partner with people that do Turo, or you go, you know, and if you want to be a DJ, or if you're in a DJ, if you're already DJing and you want to have, you know, a little bit more passion about what you're doing, or you want to see more stuff or do more things, you get a part of a DJ team, and that's one big value of just from a DJ perspective, being part of a team. Right. It's like, man, I can lean on this guy. I know if I laptop breaks, I can call him.
Right.
I know if I need a gig, somebody to fill in, I can call somebody.
Right.
You know? They're gonna come through because we are a team. You know.
Right.
It's that's just one of the biggest things, because on top of, you know, you can help break records and collectively, and you can help promote something collectively, because, you know, it's strength in numbers.
Right.
You know.
Are they all like in one state or they
everywhere? Different. Matter of fact, my guy Cheeseburger flew in from LA yesterday.
Got you.
So he's out in LA. We got people in LA. We got DJs in New York. We got DJs in Miami. We got DJs in Texas. Yeah, we got DJs and we got DJ overseas.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
So how do you go about recruiting, especially being like the president of that? Like, how do you go about recruiting different DJs to?
Man. So normally, like well, right now it's been like a thing where we're getting hit up, right? People hitting us up, wanting to be a part of it.
Right.
It's making it a little easier, right? Because now it's like instead of trying to go and find people, DJs, we can kind of just assess like who hit us up and check them out. You know what I mean? So to answer your question, I haven't. We've been moving so well. I haven't had to go out and find any. But for the most part, when I did look, it was some DJs I already knew, had relationships with.
Got you.
So it was easy to be like, hey man, like I want you to put you down, you know, like you know, you dope, you know, or you. I want to. I like DJs that really know how to DJ. Right. You know how to create a vibe. Right. And you know, so once I rub shoulders with somebody like that, you know, we lock in, and then hey, let's be a bar of this, and then you know, it's just easy. It's just easy to kind of like bring people in, you know, as far as going about looking for people. But
got you. How do you weed the good and bad DJs out? As far as, you know, especially for them to be a part of what you're doing.
How do I weed them out? Well, just gotta go and check them out. I mean, some DJs don't know how to transition. You know what I mean? Some DJs don't know how to talk on the mic.
Gotcha.
Some DJs don't know, and you know, I look at a lot of things like, can he talk? You know, on the mic. You know, can he transition? Can he blend? Can he scratch? You know. If you ain't doing none of that and you boring, you push button DJ, then of course I'm not gonna holler at you. You know, like not happening. Right. You know what I mean? I want people that know how to move a crowd, know how to party. Gotcha. And actually are talented.
Have you ever DJ'd a strip club?
Yeah.
So, like with strip clubs, is it like a different like mindset to be able to be a strip club DJ? Because you can go to a regular club and maybe not hear vocal and you know you just hear the music. Some may be the host and the DJ. And when I be in strip clubs, if you ain't throwing no money, get the fuck off my stage. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a whole nother type of personality.
Yeah. Well, the strip club makes you have to have that because the way the strip club works with the DJ, if the girls don't tip you out, you don't get paid. So you got.
So that's why they be like, hey, y'all better shake some ass.
Yeah, they got. So
I mean, most better throw some money.
Right, nah, for sure. I mean, because some clubs will give you will make the girls tip out, but some clubs won't. Right. And that's why it's like you also have to know how to DJ in certain situations. Right. Like I can DJ a strip club and I can go DJ a wedding. Right. You know, like I can DJ different situations because I understand what to do in each one of those situations. Right. And some DJs don't. Like some DJs only know how to DJ strip club stuff. Right. And it's like, okay, but you're stopping yourself from making more money, you know, or expanding in this field if you only want to do one thing, or, you know. Right. So, you know. But yeah, the strip club is one thing though. They're gonna be screaming in there because, like I said, that's how they get paid.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That makes some next time. If ever I'm back in the strip club, I'm like, oh, this nigga trying to get his money.
Yeah. I mean, because like in the strip club, if closed mouth do not get fed in strip club, right? It is the trap for a reason, right? If you don't say nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, that make a lot of sense.
The more knowing you are, the more money you might make.
Right.
It sounds crazy, but it's the truth.
Man, so what at this point with like iTunes and all the other stuff, what is a DJ now? Like what does it take to be a DJ?
Man, what is it? It doesn't really take much. You know what I mean? Because like I was saying, like, you know, anybody can just start DJing in front of people or playing music in front of people, and then they're a DJ.
Right. But I know when we was talking about weeding out stuff, you was talking about transitions and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. Well, to be a good DJ, you have to be able to do that. Right. And that just takes practice. Right. You know, or getting with some people that want to help you get better. Like some DJs I know, or not even know that I've seen, they're complacent. They're okay with how they DJ. They don't want to get better. That's it.
Right.
And that's not no go. Like that doesn't. I feel like you're wasting your time if you're not trying to like expand on what you're doing.
Right.
Anything. It could be you could be a chef. If you're not gonna try to be the best chef you can be, then why are you doing it?
Right.
You're just wasting time trying to. I don't know.
Right.
You clock in, work for somebody else. You know what I mean, or something. It doesn't make sense. But like so. What it takes to be a good DJ, just practice.
Right.
And you gotta have commitment, and you gotta be dedicated, just like you do anything else.
How does a DJ go about finding gigs though? Like, cause everywhere you go is already a DJ there and stuff like that. So it's like, is it competitive in that world? Like, is it like, man, I could replace this nigga, or is it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you go about that? 5
years ago, I would say it wasn't.
That it wasn't competitive.
As competitive as it is now.
So it's more competitive now.
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody's a DJ.
Right.
And then
that COVID, everybody started learning shit.
Yeah. So now you got DJs popping up out of nowhere.
Right.
So it's not as easy to find work as it used to be.
Right. Okay.
Now if you built relationships while you've been DJing, it's cool. Like how I've got relationships with people already, so it's kind of like I'm coasting. Like I get calls. I don't gotta be stressing about a job, getting booked, like phone ringing,
Right.
But as far as going about gigs, if you're a new DJ, you just gotta go out and be persistent. But
what do? You just go up to a club owner and be like, "Hey, y'all need a DJ?"
Yeah. Well, I mean, as cheesy as it sounds, yes. You know what I mean? Because it's like, why not? I mean, there's no particular. I mean, as long as you're professional, you know what I'm saying. You go to somebody and you say, "Hey, are you in need of this service?" I mean, because that's all. As a DJ, that's all you're offering. I mean, even if you walk into a club or an establishment that has DJs, but when you walk in, you hear the iPad on. It's like,
right.
Where's the music on? It's like it's not like they need somebody back there doing anything now.
Right.
So it's like when you're offering the type of service as a DJ, you need to have some type of value with what you're doing because they don't need you anymore.
Right. What can they offer then? What's the
value? Okay, so when I say value, I'm saying I mean like promotion.
Okay. Like, so you gotta have a social media following.
Social media following, network, you do more than what the job requires. Like, okay, let me give you an example. I go to a club and say, hey, I'm a DJ or whatever. Right. Say, oh, we don't need a DJ. Okay, well, I DJ, but I can also do your videos for you. Right. So you got these screens. What about video DJing? Oh, well, I never thought about that. Just adding different arsenals or elements to what you're doing. Right. That's value. So now you got an owner that didn't want to DJ to thinking like, hey, I might need you because you got something that a lot of people don't offer. Right. You know what I mean? Or going there like promotion, network, all that, like I said earlier. But all those things add value to just playing music. Right. Anybody can DJ now. Like your grandma down the street can DJ her favorite old school songs. Right. And nowadays nobody cares about how good it sounds in the club no more. They just want to hear it. The music. Right. I know some people like me and you or like a creative might be in the club listening. Right. But the average person doesn't care. Right. Like if you're in there scratching, going crazy. They don't really. They just want to hear the music and vibe. They want to hear their favorite song and that's it. Right. You know what I mean? So it's not no extreme need. Right. It's just more like creating the value. Why do they need you? Right. You know what I'm saying? Why do we need him DJing? Got you. This is why. Boom, 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 boom. Even if you don't have a huge following, create that value. Like I said, do something that most DJs aren't doing. Do the video DJ. Or if you got a real good talk game, get people to come out. Get people to spend money. Right. The clubs notice that type of stuff. If every time he DJ, y'all make $5,000 more, then it's obviously him. He's adding to value in here. You know what I mean? He's making people buy drinks. It's just different ways. Everybody's their own different person. So you got to use whatever personality or whatever characteristic you have as a DJ and let it bleed over into your work so that people can see the value in you as being the DJ. Right. Not anyone else. That makes sense. You got like a like a story that was like
like when the artist approached you, or like whatever, like this was like the worst way, or like you have to have like some bad stories.
Man, like so too many.
It's all too many.
Damn, let me think. Like a story like with someone.
What's probably like your worst, like this is how a person should never like deal with the DJ. Like this is the most retarded.
Man, there's so many of those. But I can think of one where it's like it's a particular artist. I'm not going to say the name.
Right.
Particular artist, whatever, supposedly known. And at the time, I didn't know who they were.
Right.
And they came to the DJ booth, and I knew them. And they're like, "Yo, why you ain't playing none of my song?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know who are." Like, I didn't know. I said, I didn't know who they were.
Right.
And but it's like the way they came up there was like, "Why you ain't playing?" Like as if I was supposed to know they was there, or. And I'm just like, how you can't ever just expect a DJ to play your stuff if they don't know what's going on.
Right.
And if it's not in the mix, your song isn't in the mix of what the DJ is playing. Right. You can't be upset about that either. I'm not gonna stop my set to play your song because you're here. Right. And especially if I don't know you're here or who it is at that time, like so. That happens frequently. Well, not frequently, but it's happened more times than I can remember. Like as far as like how many times. Right. But like, sometimes it gets hostile. Right. Like, you start feeling some type of way like you dissing them or something, but it's not that. It's just honestly, hey, didn't know you were in here. Nobody said anything. Promoter didn't text me and say so-and-so's here, but,
so is that a thing? Like, you kind of obligated to do that once, like, Cardi B walks in, like, you better play a Cardi B song?
Well, no, I mean...
Because that kind of could put pressure on the artist.
You can't, yeah, but it's like, it just depends, like... Okay, man, I got some examples of that. Okay, like we booked a particular artist. I'm not gonna say the name. Right. And they came to the club, and I'm gonna tell you two stories. The first story is we had a popular artist, you know this artist, and he came to the club, and because he was there and he was booked to be there, I played a lot of his songs. Right. He had the nerve to leave early because he said I was playing too much of his music. He was like, "Why are you playing so much of my song?" But it's like, bro, we booked you to be here, and everybody wanted to see you.
Oh, he's booked to be there.
Yeah, he was booked to be there.
Oh, what the hell?
He was booked to be there, and everybody wanted to see him. Like, people came to see him. Right. I played his songs, and he left early because he felt like I was playing his music too much. That was the weirdest thing I ever seen.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, bro. That actually happened. Yeah. So to flip it, then you got artists that like are not booked to be a place. I've had that happen where popular artists pull up and they don't want people to know they're there because they're trying to be low key or they're trying to like move a certain way. So you don't want to just be. I have a story when I used to DJ at Azul. A very popular artist was in there. Right. And he wasn't booked. He was just chilling. Right. But because I knew he was there, I played his stuff. Right. But it was like, then I had somebody come from their section and tell me, "Hey, chill out. He trying to be low key tonight." Right. And just DJ, play your, but don't treat it as if this is the guy that you booked, that we booked or something. He's just here chilling. So, as a DJ, you gotta understand certain situations. Like like you said, if Cardi B walked in the club, maybe she doesn't want nobody to know she's there tonight. Right. Maybe she just wanted to catch a drink and get your vibe. Right. Well, maybe she's booked there, and then you gotta But yeah, that it just depends on what the artist is. Right. What the artist is on.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing though. The other situation.
Yeah, no, that's.
I mean, bro,
if I'm booking you, I'm definitely.
I felt so crazy afterward. I swear I was speaking my brain, like, because it was a popular.
Trying to figure out what you could have did.
Yeah, what I could have did there, but it's like how I did everything right. Everybody was loving it, and he didn't. Right. But it was like I didn't get it. I don't understand.
What I know you end up jumping over on the promoting end too. Right. Yeah. So how important? Well, obviously you're already about diversifying the bag. You know what I'm saying? But that's a crazy way because normally the DJ not necessarily in the background, but they're kind of the background, like
in
the club, you know what I mean? But to deal with the additional headache.
For sure. You gotta be built for it.
Right.
You gotta be built for it because, like you said, I was just talking to a DJ yesterday. He's like, man, I don't want to handle all this certain business, man. I just want, some people to help me. But I just want to DJ. I don't want to worry about the business. Okay. That's fine. I get it. Like, everybody's not the same. Right. But like, it's important to be able to do different things so that you don't put yourself in a situation to where it's like, okay, I can't do nothing but this. Right. So now it's like, okay, promoting, if you a DJ, because I look at DJing about value. Right. Again, like I can't say it enough. Like you, as a DJ, you have to have value. If you can't bring no one to the club, eventually, people are gonna recognize that, right? And they're gonna be like, all right, like this DJ just as good as you, and he can bring people, and that's why getting into that promoting lane is important. It's like. Right. You don't even gotta,
at that point, if you can bring people, you might as well be.
Exactly. Do your own party. So that's what I've been doing for the last few years. Right. It's just doing my own parties because on top of the value it creates, it's more money.
Right, of course.
And
but more risk.
More risk, but hey, you scared money don't make money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to like put it all on, I've lost money and I made money. That's the strength of being a man and hustling at the end of the day. Like, you like so. I can't say, hey, I can't stress how important it is to have value in that regard. Right. Even if you're like a new person in town, it's like, man, I'm a new DJ here. I'm from so-and-so, but I'm here in Atlanta now. I want to get out here. Go out there and network.
Right. Get
people's phone numbers. Get people's IGs. Talk to people so that when you get a gig, you can invite them.
Right.
Hey, man, pull up on me. I'm DJing here. Like, you got to just be sociable.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't speak enough about just having that value. Those are ways you can do it, like, as far as like promoting lane.
Right.
Because once you start bringing people to the club as a DJ, like while you're just DJing, it'll bridge into being a promoter and promoting your own events.
Right.
Which will help you get more money.
Right.
And more exposure.
Right. How is it like booking artists though? Like, you know what I mean? Because, well, at this point, is it even like, because artists are so expensive, is it, influencers are damn near like synonymous with artists at this point. So it's like, would you rather book an artist or an influencer, or it just depends on the party? Like, what attracts more? Because it's a lot of girls who will follow Ari before they would go to a fucking a Leighton Green show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It just depends on the situation. Like, it depends on the party. It depends on where.
Right. You feel like they attract different people or something?
Yeah, like certain demographics. I mean, like, you can't go to... I've seen it where, you book an artist on the South Side and may not do the same numbers as they'll do in the city.
Right.
Those people on the South Side, man, or how I recently looked on a blog about the Baby or something like that didn't sell out in New Orleans.
Right.
But Boosie goes out there and sells out.
Right.
It's just demographic. You got to know what, people in that area want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you talking about booking artists, like, you got to know what you're doing, know what type of party you have, know where you're at, and be smart about it. Sometimes timing is important too. Because let's say somebody just got hot, like the Glorilla or something like that, and you catch her now or catch her before she got hot.
Right.
It's like, it might not matter where you was at. She was the hottest artist at that time. Book her, know. So it just depends on what you got going on, and you got to understand as a promoter, you got to understand your factors and what you're doing.
Right.
Where you at,
How do you do that overhead research though? Like, because I know so being on the other end, as far as, when I'm dealing with an artist or whatever like that, once we get bubbling or whatever, I'm able to go and look at analytics and be like, all right, cool, he or she, they doing good in Tennessee, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So on your end, being the promoter, is there like any analytics that you can go to, or you go to the same places that I would go?
I mean, it's a mixture of both. I mean, let's say I could go and look at analytics too, and like whatever, see what's going on. But I mean, having some type of connection to the streets,
right?
It's important too.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying the streets like gangster. I'm just saying like to what people want to hear.
Right, for sure.
You know, in that area or what's going on. Like, is there older people in this area? You know,
right.
If I'm in Marietta up there, you know, far up there in Marietta, and I know the age group over here, average age group is like over 35. Why would I book? You know, Block 9 or somebody. You know, like, you know, why would I book the youngest? You know. A young rapper,
right?
You know, like a super young rapper, like Kid, you know, Trippie Redd or something, like.
Right.
You know, I'm saying Trippie Redd is a great artist, but I'm saying like in a certain area, like people don't want to hear that.
Right. No.
If the party is there, it's like tailor to what you got, make it make sense. Don't just like do something based on what you may like. Right. You got to be smart as a promoter and know, okay, what you're doing and who you're and what type of money you're trying to make and who you're attracting.
Right. And
that comes with research into the area and research into analytics. So I say both.
Got you.
You know, when I say the area, I mean researching the area. That's the streets.
Right.
No, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know,
facts.
See, all right, figure out who's out here.
Right. Is there a different approach? Like, because obviously we talked about, you know, the approach to going in like the strip clubs. Because if without the girls, you know, not tip you out and all the other stuff. Is there a different approach to DJing a club or a festival? You know what I mean? Because it's kind of the same music.
You saying is it the difference with the
like? Is there a different approach to like DJing a club versus a festival?
Like approach like getting booked?
No. Well, that could be another question, but really just
like how
like what you play.
Oh yeah. So I mean, obviously at a club you can get away with a few more things because like the club people just vibing, you know,
right.
And they're just chilling,
right.
Festivals, concerts that people came to turn up,
right,
or came to do whatever it is.
Club, though.
Yeah, right, yeah. But it's still like it's like you play the hottest stuff in the club. Okay, that might last an hour,
right.
But let's say you DJing from 9 to 12, you got 3 hours. You know what I mean? You're gonna play all your hot songs in 1 hour, and then another 2 hours is boring. You know, like you still got to create a vibe in the club,
right?
When you're doing concerts, like your set might only be 30 minutes, or your set might be 15 minutes.
Right.
Okay, you can play the hottest songs real quick and get in and out. I mean, it's not the same.
Right.
You know, I mean, you might can play the same music at a certain point, but it's definitely not the same. I mean, a concert, they came to turn up. You play the hottest turn up songs for the whatever crowd it is, and then you go about your day.
Right.
You know, at a club or at a party, I mean, you got to create a vibe. Them people are there all night.
Yeah, they're there for hours. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and the people in the concert they may be there for hours, but guess what? They're doing different stuff. They're hearing art. Their art. They want to see they're seeing their favorite artists.
Right.
So they might not even care what you play. Right. You know, like I mean, I would as a advice to a DJ that's doing a festival, I would say play the hottest music. Right. But essentially, like you know, those people paid to see whoever they came for, or they paid for whatever, you know, right. For that purpose. So it's not the same as a DJ in a party or a club.
Got you.
You know, so the approach definitely different.
Got you.
You know, you gotta know your crowd. You gotta know where you at. Like I've seen it when I've been on tours, when I DJ tours, that I couldn't play certain songs in this city and get the same reactions I did in this city.
Right.
You gotta know where you gotta know. You just gotta be aware.
Got you.
You can't go to Chicago playing all certain stuff because for one you might get shot or whatever, and two they just have a different reaction to things. Then you go to Atlanta and play a certain song,
right.
or even like Delaware. Just different places have different vibes.
Research out there.
You gotta do your research wherever you're traveling as a DJ.
Right. You probably got to play the local artists out there that's moving crazy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? By the time you get there. That make a lot of sense. Or they may have a problem with you, actually.
Right. Or you just gotta be, play the hottest stuff that everybody knows.
Right.
That's safe. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I know everybody knows this song. Like, right. I can play this song, and then nobody won't feel any type of way. But
right.
Again, that approach is way different than the club.
Right.
Because I would tell you to play the hottest song in the club, but like I said, I don't know what the situation is, but if your set is 3 hours. Don't burn yourself out playing the hottest stuff in 1 hour, and then you got 2 hours left playing some bullshit,
Right. I got, you know what? I just, so I was on ASCAP, right? because that's on with. And you know, like artists, producers, all the other stuff, you know, they able to get paid off of, you know, the records that they play in the club, or like performances and
performance rights and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you know technically the artist is there performing. So as a DJ, how does it work? Like, do you register like a set list, like when you go into like specific venues, or are you supposed to? Or like,
well, because are you speaking from like artist standpoint as far as like how they get paid, or how they get that, how they count that, or?
Yeah, because I know these clubs are registered with.
Most clubs are registered with
PROs and stuff. Yeah. So like, how does it like? Because when you playing music, the artist is technically performing.
Right.
Like, right?
Technically.
So do you register a list before you go in, or?
Nah, that's not a DJ's job.
Got you.
That's a job for the artist to just tap in and make sure the DJs are playing their music, and then they can write it off. Yeah. So like, you know, I mean, you know, it's not the DJ's job to sit there and be like, okay, I'm gonna submit this set list to ASCAP or submit this to whatever. DJ just come to play the music.
Right.
It's the artist's job, or whoever the label the artist is signed to go out there and collect those royalties. You know what I mean? Gotcha. Meaning like the label might have a rep that comes in and wants to just hear the vibe, and they hear the song played. They can go back to their job the next day and say, hey, the record was played so and so times at these many clubs. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's the artist's responsibility.
Gotcha.
But, you know, they have this thing now where Tidal is connected to Serato now. And I don't even have to have the song downloaded no more. I can just stream it from Tidal, and you get your points then, too.
Gotcha. How do you transition that?
Well, it's in the internet. It's connected to the internet. What do you mean transition? Like
when you go from one song to the next.
Yeah.
Like a lot of searching on Tidal, right?
Well, you can create playlists.
Gotcha. But you said that's right. It's connected to Serato.
Yeah. So, like, let's say you have a Tidal account.
Right.
You make a playlist on your phone.
Right.
You log in on Tidal through Serato. It's there.
Got you.
So now you're not shuffling forever unless you just want to freestyle like that. Be my guest. But if the internet's slow, you're in trouble. But, I mean, you know, but, yeah, if you have playlists set up in Tidal, you can literally just say, hey, it's the 90s. I'm going my 90s crate. And in Tidal and play all the 90s stuff, and then go to 2028 or your new music.
Right.
It's all there.
That makes sense.
And I think it registered because it's connected to the internet, because you have to be to stream. Because it's connected to the internet, I think the Tidal sees that and you get points for it. You get paid. I don't know exactly how that works for all the ways, so don't quote me.
Right.
But they definitely, Tidal and Serato definitely figured out a way to where I think that stuff counts.
Gotcha.
If you use Tidal.
I mean, if it's getting streamed, period.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I just don't know in regards to the other way, original way you're saying about PROs, or just artists getting paid for that. I think that's more of the artist.
Oh, the artist job, got you.
You know,
have you ever been in the club and you know all these rappers got enemies and all that shit now? But have you ever been in the club and the big artists come in and you playing the nigga they don't like?
Oh man.
Or had to stop playing them or something.
Yeah. That's happened multiple times too.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, one time it wasn't even a big artist. It was just like a certain gang was in the club, and I see they're in the club, so I'm turning them up.
Right.
But you know, there's an op always around the corner,
right?
And it was like, and they sat down,
right?
And now, and 2 songs later, he's the guy that's getting jumped. You know?
Oh wow!
Yeah, like not on purpose. I'm just partying, like you know. I'm just you know, you gotta be aware. I can't lie. As a DJ, it's a very risky job. Like DJing, you know how they be like rappers, like being a rapper is like a dangerous job,
right.
Or like nowadays, being a DJ is dangerous,
right? Because
you gotta play these songs that are considered hot, but like these niggas be beefing. You know what I mean? Right. And this gang shit is like is at an all time high right now.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta being a DJ is dangerous because they're gonna look at you like you incited the fight,
right?
But it's like I didn't try to do that. I'm just keeping the vibe right. Or trying to turn up, you know?
Right.
Yeah, that's happened multiple times.
The fight part or
the fight part. Fights. Yeah, bro. It's just seeing Atlanta and Different clubs. Man, yeah, bro. I've seen it all. Even when I DJed in New York a few times, fights there. Yeah, man.
Nah, that is that. You was there with Devon's situation, weren't you?
Where?
What you do that night?
Oh yeah, the Monaco. Yeah. Like I wasn't there that night. It was the night before us.
Oh, okay,
It was a Thursday night. I was doing Friday nights there. But I mean, they was beefing outside. They didn't even go in.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't even go inside the club. That all started outside. It started and ended outside.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but I already wasn't even in Monaco. He was in the club next door. But
he wasn't even in there.
He wasn't?
He was walking out. They were going into it. And the guys were outside already.
Gotcha.
And the pressure just happened outside. Everything happened outside. Nothing was in the club. I mean, I think on the video, it shows a guy shooting out the door of the club, I guess, or something like that.
Somebody probably ran into the club.
Yeah, but it never started in there. Gotcha. Everything was outside.
Gotcha.
But I mean, there again, beef. Just let's say Von walked in the club and then Quan walked in afterwards. There you go. I mean, you play Von's song, them niggas might throw it down or be like disrespecting Von or whatever, and then you're gonna have a fight in there anyway. It was bound to happen.
Anyway. It
was bound to happen. Cause it's like as a DJ, if I'm seeing Von in the club, I'm gonna play some Von music.
Right.
But I gotta be aware that Quando Rondo, for example, or whoever the other guy is there, they're beefing. They're on the other side of the club. So now it's like, I can't show this artist love because Quando's in here and they might fight. It's just like, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
like think about that position that you're in. Like you got two artists that's beefing in this club together.
Right. Yeah. Were they booked for the same club?
No, they just said they there.
Oh yeah.
Not even booked. No, they weren't even booked. I think I don't know if Von was booked or not because he had just did a show before that, or he was somewhere at some club before he came to Monaco.
Like with DJs and stuff, like is it like payola, or like do y'all like end up hearing the artist and be like, man, we about to push the button on it, like just from a real space, like I just love this song, or y'all wait, but I'm gonna wait till this nigga come and pay us, and then we gonna play the song.
That's a mixed thing. Like some artists, I'm like, yo, this is dope. I was like, why you ain't pushing this song? And I just push it.
Right.
Like I had an artist, and I
you can say a name.
Yeah, I had an artist back in the day. I heard his music, and I was like, oh, bro, I'm about to help you push this.
Right.
And he didn't have to pay me nothing.
Right.
I just believed in it.
Right.
And pushed it to the point where, we had deals on the table.
Right.
So, but then I've also been in situations where it's like, you got big labels coming to me asking me to play a song like, hey, man, I need my coins. You guys are a label. You guys are rich.
Yeah,
like,
well, that's totally
show
different.
Some love.
Yeah, right.
The independent artists that I believed in, they had no money like that. That's why he ain't popping,
Right.
So I'm going to put some big ass to it, help him push it. But
right.
You're a label and you got all this stuff lined up and you doing this and that. Yay, man, skim me down.
Right.
So,
right.
In certain situations, yeah.
Right. No.
Most of the time in the club, though, if somebody walk up to me and want me to play a song, I want some money.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, because you interrupt, because you got an idea of how you about to play records.
Yeah.
Now, because I know that's the whole thing too with the BPM and the tempo.
Right.
So your shit might be slow as hell. I ain't even heard it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn boy, you might fuck up the vibe, and now it's on me.
Yeah, it's like that all the time. Most of the time, artists don't know what they don't know what a hit. They can throw a hit if they just come to the club and think that's the one.
Right.
Like, and I'll gladly take your money.
Right.
Right. But if artists are smart, when they do that, they would go and try to connect with the DJ to try to go and be persistent, like I said. And eventually, the DJ gonna say, "Hey, look, man, this ain't the one."
Right.
Unless, or the DJ will say, "Hey, this song is dope. I'm gonna keep playing it for you."
Right.
You can go both ways.
Right.
So, yeah. I don't know.
No, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, man. I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
For coming by, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you stopping by, bro. I love this place.
No, hell yeah.
Collab Studios.
Yeah, Collab Studios. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this place is the vibe, bro.
We got a lot more coming.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? a lot more coming. You know, I can't wait to take just this platform to the next level, and
that's where it's going. Nothing but up.
I can't wait to you have a motherfucking hit record on the radio on the Wave featuring Cardi B or some damn.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. I already know.
On the way. We gonna just leave it at that. But it's
hell yeah. I appreciate you, man.
For sure, man.
So, all right, man.